Heyo, my name is Xander and this is my vlog. What is this, facial hair? What you trying to prove? Hey guys, I'm here to give you my top 3 moments from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 6, Episode 3, Scream Queens! Ah! I thought overall this was a hilarious challenge and I think everybody rose to the occasion for the most part. Coming in at number 3 this week is Ben de la Creme and Darian Lake's first mini challenge thing. They had to fuse bodies together like a Dragon Ball Z fusion, and then do a little leg and thing. How do you even describe that? One person was this bottom half, one person was the top half. I thought that Darian Lake and Ben de la Creme had the funniest one because they were so mismatched and it was just great. Now granted, I didn't see the whole performance, but Milk and Adore, they won the challenge, and I don't know if they should have because Milk's bottom half wasn't very ladylike. You know what I mean? You could see his penis. Number 2 for this week is Gia Gunn complaining about her film being in color and the other team in black and white. Now, this is great not only because Gia says something like that because they're in different time periods, but I love it coming from a reality show background when a producer gets their voice in the diary rooms because they try to avoid that as much as possible. But when they do, you know that it's going to be something good. So the producer asked, do you think maybe it was in black and white because one was in the 60s and one was in the 80s? And you just see this like blank stare in Gia's eyes and then, no! Gia was full of sass, like right from the get-go. She also needs to brush up on her nerd cred because she didn't know what a DeLorean was, and that's just common knowledge, I thought. Come on, watch Back to the Future. Get your Gia Watts in order. Nerd joke. And finally, my number 1 moment from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 6, Episode 3 is Adore adjusting her wig while she's supposed to be getting electrified in the challenge. I couldn't handle this. It was so funny, and I'm so glad that they kept it in the edit because she would act like she was being electrified and then stop, adjust her wig, and then go back to being electrified, and they did some great stuff with the special effects. I thought this was a really funny moment. Even though they lost, I thought that their film was more entertaining, but for all the wrong reasons. Now it's that time when I turn to Twitter. You can follow me at Xanderific, 2Rs1F, or use the hashtag DragRace, and you can live tweet with me on Mondays. And if you're here in Los Angeles, I'll be at Micky's in West Hollywood live tweeting in person. You can come and say hi. Kay Capasso, your drag name is Kale Chips. Kale Chips. You're welcome. Xanderific combining my 2 faves, Drag Race and King of the Nerds. Guest judge for Season 7. Please! Oh, that would be a dream come true! I would love to be a judge on Drag Race. I would rip them apart! Nelly Furtado, your drag name is Nelly Furtado. Writes, Xanderific, a nerd who's into Drag Race? Marry me, please. Girl, you gotta take me out to dinner first at least. Something fancy like Red Lobster or Olive Garden. I got standards. Nathalie, your drag name is Nathan Lee because you're drag king and Asian. Racist. Xanderific, great. Now I'm sitting here watching Drag Race because of you. You're welcome. That's all that I have time for today. Make sure that you check out the new episode of Drag Race tonight on Logo TV. And if you're in the area, check me out at Micky's West Hollywood. Say hi. I'm there with friends, but just ignore them. You come up and say hi. You're more important than they are. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Ma.